Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing good and I am sure everybody is preparing properly for the upcoming FRM exam for August 2025 attempt. Now, this video I'm going to be talking about if you're planning to give the exam, okay, be it FRM level 1, be it FRM level 2, what should be your strategy for the mock papers, because a lot of students, they're preparing for the exam but they're slightly confused is in the sense, when should I start my mocks, how much preparation should I do, what should be my exact plan 10 days 15 days before the exam. So that is what I'm going to cover in this session. Okay, so be with me till the end. Okay, so we are talking about how to plan for your mock papers, in the upcoming exam for August 2025. Okay, what should be your action plan? Okay, so exam is basically on 8th or 9th. So 25th of July is ideally when you should start solving the mock papers. Okay, you should start solving the mock papers, and before your exam date, be it 8th or 9th, ideally I am suggesting that by 5th you should be stop solving. So whatever is possible, ideally you should be able to do it between 25th of July to end of 25th of August. And then this window, okay, the last 3-4 days, make sure that you do final full revision. Okay, final full revision from your Swagger books. Okay, that should be your approach. Okay, so start at 25th of July, end at 5th of August. But how should I go ahead? How many mocks should I do within this time frame? That is what we are going to be covering now. Okay, so what should be your exact action plan? Okay, so I generally suggest people that you should be solving, okay, a GARP sample paper. Okay, now there are 2 GARP sample papers that are provided. Okay, if you can do even one, that is okay, depending upon how much time you can dedicate. And also mock papers from any institute. So people who have joined us, they're going to be solving the Fintelligents mock papers. Okay, similarly, if you have joined somewhere else, there'll be mock papers available over there. So there is going to be sample papers for GARP 2025 plus your outside institute's mock paper. Okay, so ideally 4 mock papers is what you are expected to solve. Now, how to solve the question bank or how to solve your mock papers, because analysis, once you have decided to solve, okay, the analysis of the mock paper is also very, very important. So now whenever you're planning to solve the mock papers, okay, make sure that once you have completed, you have given 4 hours, you've solved 100 questions. Once you're done, okay, do the analysis, okay, and mark the questions which in different sections, or create categories of questions. Okay, what is this category? For example, there could be certain questions which you did not understood, you found it very, very tough. Okay, so mark them mark them question mark. Okay, there could be certain questions which are very unique, you have read the concept but the questions were very different than what you have read in the book, or basically it's a 1 level up. Okay, so basically give them a star. Basically make sure that you are giving different notations to different type of question. Very, very important, because this will help you to analyze. Okay, then there could be certain questions which you knew how to solve, how to get the answers. This could be mostly calculation based questions. Okay, but it is too time consuming or too lengthy. Okay, so from that perspective, the question, you can give them a marking, a specific type of marking which will help you to understand that there are certain questions which you took time to solve. Okay, and there are certain questions which you got correct. Okay, so basically, and also certain questions which you got wrong. Now, why am I asking you to do all of this analysis? Okay, because once you have done the marking of the overall 100 questions, okay, you can go and check how many questions were correct, how many questions were wrong. Now, out of the wrong questions, okay, how many questions were actually something which were very tough, which you did not understood? Okay, how many questions from the wrong answers were actually based on some concept which was very different, and how many questions were from the wrong questions where there is very huge time consumption that could have taken. So it gives you a better perspective that if I'm making a mistake, okay, then whether those mistakes are actually genuine. Okay, whether those questions, whether I would have been able to solve those questions if I would have been preparing more. Okay, so ideally I suggest students that if there is any question which is taking a lot of time, or there is any question which is based on the concept you know but is slightly unique, make sure that you put more effort towards those questions. Okay, and then once you have been able to conquer those questions, then you go towards the difficult questions. Because see, 5 or 10 difficult questions in your exam will not make you fail. Remember this, 5 or 10 will not make you fail. Okay, so focus on when you're doing the analysis, first what is, how many are right, how many are wrong. Within the wrong question, you have to do this analysis. Now within the right question also, go and see whether I have marked the right question by any guesswork or any fluke. Okay, there could be a situation. You look at those questions also and try to see that if I solve those questions again, will I be able to get this question right? Okay, because this time you might have got it correct because of guesswork and because of fluke, but next time you might not. So prepare those questions also properly. Overall, what I was suggesting is that whatever mock papers you're solving, okay, once you're done with the solving, do the proper analysis of mock paper. That is very, very important. Okay. Now, how should you plan your mocks? Okay, so I generally suggest that you start with a 2-day revision. Okay, 25th, 26th of July, do a proper revision and then give your first mock. Okay, give your first mock. Now this could be your institute mock or basically any coaching institute that you have joined. Okay, take the next 2 days, okay, to do the analysis and do revision on whatever mistakes you have made, whatever weak areas you're facing problem on. If you have skipped certain chapter initially, you can do the revision over here. Okay, once you're done with 28th and 29th July revision, okay, give one more mock on 30th of July. This is going to be your second mock. Okay, and try to sit on the same time in which you are actually going to give the exam. If on the 9th of August, if I'm going to give the exam from 9 a.m. till 1, then I'll be solving my mock in the same time. That is what you should ideally prefer. I understand for working professionals this might not be possible. Okay, but if you have taken a holiday, a 2-week holiday, then this is possible. Okay, then once you're done with the mock on 30th, okay, which is the second mock, take again 2 more days to revise, solve them, look at the weak areas, analyze your mocks, do some quick revision, look at the formulas, look at the concepts. Okay, and then again on second mock, this time I'm asking you guys to solve a GARP sample paper. You've solved 2 mock papers, you've learned from those mistakes. Now solve the GARP sample paper, and GARP paper solving is very, very important for 2025. Okay, don't solve the previous year papers because they are almost same. 2025 paper you have to solve. Okay, why? Because I have heard in the exam there are few questions which are getting repeated. Okay, so please make sure that you are good with that and do a proper analysis of the GARP sample paper. Then take one more day, okay, to basically look at all the revision and analysis, because now you're reading it for the 3rd time. So your revision will be fast, your mistakes will be slightly lesser. Okay, then give your one more mock, okay, which is ideally your 4th mock, but the 3rd mock from the institute, okay, wherever you're preparing. Okay, and then from 5th and 6th onwards till your exam date, do the final revision, look at the formulas, look at important concepts, read the Swagger once fully. This is what a lot of students do mistake, because they do not read the Swagger on the final few days. I generally recommend that. Okay, so read the Swagger entirely once. So this should be your action plan, a power-packed action plan to clear the exam on the attempt. Okay, so whatever your exam date is, 8th, 9th, 10th, whatever that exam date is, make sure till the exam date you basically are following this and solving at least 4 mock papers for the exam. Okay, that should be your strategy. Now if you're new to our channel, we have lot of success stories of our students for FRM, SCR, CFA exams, so you can watch those interview videos and also learn from that. Okay, learn from that, and people have shared their experience, some tips how to prepare for the exam. Okay, further we also do a lot of podcasts where we get people from the industry, senior people, okay, the CFOs for people, CROs, they have come over here and they've talked about what different types of careers are there. Okay, so you can watch those industry interactions through podcasts and learn about different career opportunities in the market. Okay, and if you need any help in your preparation, we are happy to help you. Okay, so you can definitely reach out to us on the WhatsApp number, or you can reach on our website. We have a lot of products available which can ease out your preparation for the exam. So I hope this video will help you in your preparation and you do a solid mock paper preparation, analysis of mock paper, and then go for the exam. Best of luck for your exam.